What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. Man, oh man, it feels good. It really feels good. Being patient and watching this thing take off, right? What a beautiful day we had. I think this was the biggest day on an open and closing basis. It was since this day over here. I think this was the XRP SEC news, right? Where Ripple beat the SEC. They didn't. They did not beat the SEC. Let's get the history books straight. Let's keep the facts straight, right? They had a draw. They had a partial win. Look at it, right? Like, actually look it up. Look into it. It was a partial win. Was not a complete win. They lost some. They won some. It was a draw. Not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Bitcoin Cash, though. This is the biggest day that we've seen in a very long time. I think this is a good sign in itself, man. Decent volume, not a whole lot of volume, but decent volume. I really do think that getting the week to close above this green line here would be substantial to prove that we're getting ready for some Bitcoin Cash Dragon stuff, man. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. I don't know if I said that. I might have. I was so excited in the beginning. I might have forgot it, but shout out to the MF Dragons, man. Here we are, riding the green dragon up right now, getting overbought. Were we overbought yesterday? We did get into the overbought zone yesterday, but not so much. If we were to turn around today and flip red, that might not be a good look. So be aware of that. I'd like to see continuation. I really would like to see today continue to close green, and the next day I'd really like this week to close green. It doesn't have to close all the way up here. Closing above this green line would be nice. The further away from it, the better. Closing above these previous little highs, that'd be nice. Closing above the green line itself would be nice. When we close below it, not when we wicked below, but when we closed below it, it was the beginning of a bigger move down, consolidated, and then further even, right? We were closing below it here. When we finally had a week that closed above it, yes, we wicked all the way back down, but really this was just the beginning of a lot more to the upside. So I would expect somewhat of similar reactions to happen now. The RSI on the weekly looks really nice. We're kind of in this like maintained uptrend, right? Bouncing off the 50 area. You know, I was saying this in my video yesterday or the day before, talking about BCHG, that this movement, where Bitcoin Cash is yet to move up, BCHG has, this might be the precursor to Bitcoin Cash. This moving up like this might be a signal or a sign that we're going to see a pop in Bitcoin Cash happen soon, because I do expect this thing to move up to here, but I wouldn't expect that to happen without Bitcoin Cash popping up. Well, guess what we got, man? We got Bitcoin Cash popping up today, or this week at least. I really do like the RSI on the weekly. Daily RSI, again, just got overbought. Nice to see. The last couple times we've been overbought, it hasn't been long-lived, and we've turned around. So let's get some follow-through. Let's do things differently this time. Let's not just turn around. Let's not let out a little flap of the wings. Let's thrust. Let's continue to go higher, man. Let's go higher. Can we get much higher? I want to find out. 4 hour looks good. Looks pretty strong. I mean, it just looks like it wants to break out, man. It really does. There's not really a whole lot to say other than it looks good right now, but we have to be patient. We have to wait and make sure the price is here or higher within the next 3 days and 18 hours. We have about 4 days left of this week. I think I might have said 3 days earlier. I meant to say 4. By Sunday, let's close above the screen line. If we do that, guys, we might not be off to the races just yet. You know, we had a week here that pulled back a lot. How much of a pullback was that from open to low? It was a 24, 23% pullback. You know, pretty quick, pretty swift. It doesn't mean we're out of the woodworks yet, but it means that we are, again, talking about the screen line. Closing above that does signal that we're at the beginnings of something far greater, far greater. And what am I talking about? You know, price is at 270 right now, 271. Did it move up since I've been talking about it? No, it's just sideways. I didn't even look at the price, man. 271. It's nice to see. I love to see it, man. How much higher are we going to go? Top to bottom here. 1272's minimum at a $400 price. 1618, kind of the maximum expected area would be $500. That makes sense to me. Somewhere in there makes sense to me. If you look at BCHG, right? you're already in that $400 to $500 area with Bitcoin Cash in respects to BCHG. Moving up here, if it keeps its premium, like if Bitcoin Cash moves to $400 to $500, maybe this thing moves up all the way up here as well. But I'm not trying to do a video on BCHG. Let's look at real quick the BCH, because I haven't done this in a while. BCH BTC. Yeah, man, looks good, bro. Looking good. 1 week to engulf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 weeks, a month and a half in 1 week. I love it. Bouncing right off the oversold zone. So beautiful. So beautiful, man. Bottom to top. Bounced right off the 618. Bounced right off it. And why is that significant? Why is that relevant? Because we've done this before. From bottom to top here, we bounced right off the 1618. Bouncing off the 618 now, it's relevant. It's familiar. I love it, man. I really do. This is significant, man. This is pretty strong. This is good shit right here. I really like this too. I really do. You know why I like it? You want to know why I like it so much? If it's not obvious, it's because this would be the first time in this thing's whole history that not only will we break above the green line as we did here, right? We broke above it here, but that we will sustain readings above it. I think we will. Resistance no longer. It's going to be support. It's going to be the first time in this thing's history that we flip this green line bullishly and we solidify, like truly solidify the idea that I've been saying since we were down here, that that's the all-time low. And obviously it's the all-time low right now. I don't mean it like that. I mean like forevermore. For at least multiple cycles, if not forevermore. That is the all-time low for Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin, which means, what that means is that as time goes on, Bitcoin Cash will only gain value against Bitcoin. I don't know if it'll ever supplant Bitcoin. Maybe it does. I know there's a lot of Dragon Rider maxis in here that believe that it will at one point. I believe in a story that's going to happen where Bitcoin Cash will rival Bitcoin, where there will be some like confusion or open-mindedness or honesty in the markets with the truth between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. Because right now, the overall assumption, maybe not for you guys who are watching this, but the overall assumption for Bitcoin Cash is it's a wannabe Bitcoin. It's a scam. Roger Ver created it. Roger Ver did not create it, by the way. He plays a big hand in it, but that's not how it works. And it's not a scam. It's the better Bitcoin. Like to the core. Literally, it's the better Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash is to Bitcoin as Ethereum is to Ethereum Classic, right? Ethereum is the Bitcoin Cash of Ethereum Classic. It really is. It just kept the name. But why does everyone switch over to Ethereum? It's because it's the better tech. It's the better tech. Less flaws. Bitcoin Cash is the better tech. It's got less flaws. And I think as people, as this negative PR that we got back in the 2017, around the hard fork era, those times, the early days of Bitcoin Cash, as that negativity gets forgotten about, only the true Bitcoin maximalists that like Tone Vase, Jimmy Sung, and some other people out there who I'm just not thinking of right now, only those true Bitcoin maximalists, they're going to keep their head in the sand and act like this thing isn't a rival because it rivals their idea of Bitcoin being the perfect crypto. And Bitcoin BTC I think is a good crypto, but I just think BCH is better, man. And I think the fact that a lot of people shit on it, they don't like it, they want to see it fail, is exactly why it's going to succeed. So I'm getting off on a whole tangent here, but you guys, that's the low. Forevermore. I think it's a bit presumptuous to say. I thought it was a bit presumptuous here even, but I still said it because I felt confident on it. I'm just admitting that it is presumptuous, right? Because we don't have enough to dictate that that's the truth. But when we get above the screen line and sustain above it for the first time ever in this thing's history, it got above it here, but not sustainably. Whenever this green line slopes upward for the first time in this thing's history, when we get our first official higher low that comes in with a higher high, when we set our first uptrend out of this whole chart's history, I mean, look at it, right? Low, high here, lower low, higher high, not an uptrend. Kind of weird, right? Lower high, higher low, still not an uptrend, right? You got your higher lows, but you got lower highs, and then ultimately lower lows, lower highs throughout all of its existence. When we have our first like dignified, certified, verified higher low and higher high, which I think this is right here. This is our first higher low, like our true first higher low. And this is going to be we're moving on to our first true higher high. I think this will set grounds that Bitcoin Cash, watch out Bitcoin Core. It's coming, man. It is coming. And I'm not a BCH maximalist, man. I'm really not. I'm not a maximalist of anything. I'm a maximalist for my family, for myself, for human beings, right? For this planet. But I try to be open-minded and realistic. Like people just want to see this thing fail. But the charts, everything about it, man, even like straight down to a fundamental level, Bitcoin Cash is better than Bitcoin. It's just less popular. That's it. But enough about that. Enough about that, man. I'm all jazzed up. I'm all jacked. I want to see real quick, bottom to top here, just right off that 618, man. So beautiful. You're moving up. Yeah. It's got more to go. It's got more to go. You're just above your 236 here. You're probably going to go to your 382. Maybe find some turbulence here. You ping pong, whatever. Then you go up to your 618, 69. And then once you break that, you break these lower highs, then it's really on. Then you are above 1% sustainably against Bitcoin. You might even move all the way up to, I think it's 2%, 1.7%. Maybe you do move up to 2%, but who am I to say? But let's go back to the price now. BCH USD. All jacked up, man. All jacked up. We're up a whole nother $2 almost, okay? I need to get more jacked up. I need I need to start, I don't know, I need to put the dragon signal in the sky. I got a dragon flashlight. I don't. I should get one. I should get one. Or a tattoo. Maybe. Tell you what, if Bitcoin Cash ever passes Bitcoin, I'll get a Bitcoin Cash tattoo. I'm not about that. You know, a lot of people think it's cool. And to each their own. I'm not trying to dog anybody's ideas on tattoos, but like I see people get like a Bitcoin tattoo on their arm or like somewhere, you know, or like whatever crypto, name your crypto tattooed. Like I wouldn't get a tattoo of the dollar sign, and there's people who get the tattoos of the dollar sign. It's okay. I've got tattoos, like, you know, like I can't show it here, but I've got tattoos on my body. I'm not opposed to them. I just don't want to get something as mundane as I don't know what word to look for to use, as like money. It's still money at the end of the day. Bitcoin Cash, crypto, it's still money. So like life is more than money. There's more meaning than money. Though here we are talking about it. Man, it keeps going up. See, it likes my philosophy. That's what it is. I got to philosophize more. No, but the main thing is, guys, the main thing is, all my BS aside, is that breaking above this green line is a big deal. We're doing it right now. We have 4 days to go. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep going up. The higher we go, the less we have to worry about it. The more solidified this shit gets, man. Pardon my cursing. I try not to curse, man. I do curse. I do curse in real life. Like I like cursing. I feel like it's just part of the language. But there are people who watch this content with their kids. And if me not cursing means that your kids get to learn about crypto or get to get involved, I don't want to curse, man. I would love it if me cursing is holding kids back from learning about crypto. Like I don't want to do that. That's not me. Anyways, man, I'm all over the place, bro. I'm all over the place. I'm all excited about Bitcoin Cash. I think right now, from high to low, broke above the 618. You've definitely broken above it. You're probably, I mean, you don't have confirmation yet. You've broken above it with yesterday's price action, but let's see today close green, and really let's get this week to close green. But if we do have the confirmed breakout, your next move is taking you all the way up to $400, at least 400, if not 507. And all my philosophical whatever BS I just unloaded, you know, to each their own. Live your life the way you want to live it. I don't care. Curse on your videos, don't curse on your video. I don't judge anybody, man. I really don't. Someone actually, you know, get tattoos or whatever you want. I really don't judge, man. It's not my place to judge. We're all the same. We're all human beings. If it's good for you, it's good for you. That's really all that matters. I would judge you if you try not to be happy. I would judge you more if you try to conform to what somebody thinks about you than you doing what you think about yourself, you know. That's like I mean that in my course. So anything that I say, don't feel like I'm like attacking anybody, because I'm not like that, man. But somebody who I will leave nameless told me that they had their kids watching with them, and that they probably couldn't watch the kids couldn't watch my show anymore because I cursed in it. I cursed a decent bit. I don't like drop F-bombs all the time or curse like too hard, but sometimes I do, especially when I get excited. But the whatever, the dragon rider in me wanted to be like, screw that, man. Like I'm gonna curse, I'm gonna talk the way I want to, and I get that, I respect that. That's that human inside all of us. But then the other thought came in my head, which is like, man, your kids are interested in this stuff. Your kids are like, this is your kids are watching this with you. Like, you're teaching your kids about this, and the one thing that would prevent them from learning about it through my channel is me cursing. Like, I will sacrifice my cursing if it means that younger minds can get involved. I'm all about that. If that's the one, I'm about that outreach, man. If it was a bunch of adults who are like, oh, I just don't like cursing, it's like, okay, you know what? I'd be like, we're all adults here. Get over yourself. But if it's for the kids, man, I'm about it. I'm about it. But I'm getting on a philosophical BS. I just wanted to explain why, why I'm saying these things. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man. All in all, looks good, guys. It's go time. It's go time. I don't know if I have anything else I want to say. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is going $400 tomorrow. No, probably not tomorrow, but soon. Very, very soon, guys. It's working its way up there. Like, you see what it does when it wants to move, right? You see what it does when it wants to move. Like, this thing does not move slow when it decides to move up, and I think we're getting that now. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content. I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you very much. Go get a money tattoo. Go curse your butt off. I don't care. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.